But as with anything you buy from Apple, they're extremely expensive. Terabyte was over $300. I mean, you should just buy an SSD hard drive, because by the time you spend $300 on the terabyte drive, you're already at the amount of money it's costed to buy an SSD hard drive, plus it's faster for your computer, as I mentioned before. So here is my tips on the time machine as I sort through all this. We have a great hack for you. Brock and me went out last week. The hard drive I just showed you, we went out shopping for at Best Buy. A hard drive that he could use as a time machine. Now, a wired time machine. Now, you can use any hard drive, USB or FireWire, as long as your computer will support it, as a time machine. You could even probably use a flash drive as a time machine. Wouldn't be recommended because they're very small. Yeah, you can use any hard drive, plug it in USB or FireWire, and use it as a time machine. It's a lot cheaper. Brock, how much was your hard drive? $80 compared to over $300 for a time machine, and it is 500 gigs, I believe. Yeah, 500 gigs. Now it's USB, standard USB 2.0. So it's not very fast. I mean, it's fast. It's not hugely fast, but for a time machine, you don't really need a huge transfer speed, because the first time you back it up is as long as it's ever going to be plugged in. After that, you can only do so many changes to your computer. Now, Brock is just plugging it in. Okay, I want to stress that. Cool things, though. We found a way, in help with CornyDoc, that you can actually use a wireless hard drive, almost, essentially, by connecting it to an Airport Extreme station. Airport Extreme station, or any router for that instance, that has a USB port on it, you can actually use the hard drive with a little bit more advanced sort of, not coding, but command line operations, in order to use a hard drive wirelessly, like the time machine would do, or the time capsule would do, wirelessly. And you save yourself a lot of money, because with Brock he could do $80, and with a wireless router he already has, save himself a ton of money. Okay, here is the big thing. Now, we've been warned not to do this, because there are problems that can arise with it. It's an unsupported device, and as usual with Apple and unsupported devices, they don't recommend you do this. They can get dangerous, folks. But actually, in command P-line, there is you can change, though, a setting. And it's basically come to Apple System Preferences, and then, ready for this, TM Show Unsupported Network Volumes, space 1. 1 would obviously turn that on, 0 would turn that off. It's binary, folks. So anyways, you can turn this on, Show Unsupported Network Volumes, space 1, to turn on. Now, they don't recommend this for reasons is it's not tested. It's not certified by Apple. Things can go wrong. You don't want to back something up that is not going to work, completely and totally correctly. But you can, by doing this in P-line, P-list, you can change your actual settings in your computer, and it's not a visual setting. Like I said, it is in command line, to allow you to access a hard drive, any standard hard drive, a Seagate, a free agent, on your wireless router, and access it like you would a time machine or a time capsule on an airport station, and it works pretty well. Now, the only complaints we've gotten about this was, I was talking to Rob earlier, 30 days, sometimes with drives, they corrupt, and who knows, it could be due to unstable wireless connections, which is always a real big worry when you're dealing with backing up things over wireless, and that's why it's really good if you have the money to go out and buy a time capsule with the Airport Extreme and everything like that, so you can back wirelessly. If you don't have the money, you want to play around, and you want a wireless time station, Extreme, whatever you want to call them, your own, build your own. Very easy, and we'll be posting more about this later. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. It's very easy. P-list, P-line, TM Show Unsupported Network Volumes. 1, turn that on, and then there's some more steps you have to do. But you can, in theory, use any hard drive with a wireless router, USB, as a wireless time station. Very cool. Saves a lot of money. $80 plus whatever you'd get for a standard wireless router. Guys, really fantastic deal. And here's my normal tip of the week. If you don't want to go through all that trouble, you're not very familiar with Macintosh. I am not either. I really am not. Now there is a great program out there, and this is on the basis of time machines. We're talking about them already. If you don't want to do the wireless thing, but you want to look at things that are going to make your quote-unquote time machine, time capsule better, or whatever hard drive you're connecting to your computer, here is a cool program application right here that I'm going to install in Brock's computer later because he's going to actually really enjoy it. That is awesome. And it allows you to schedule when you want to back up your computer. And that's been a problem in the past with Mac. And it's called Time Machine Editor, and I've got the actual website here. And this is my cool application, cool program, cool website of the day for you guys. If you have a Mac, you have a Time Machine, or you have a free agent drive that you're backing up on a Seagate, I don't care, and you're using that application, this is a must-have application that everyone needs to have if you own a Mac. Let me read what it says here. I'm just going to read this. This is straight off their website, and this is my cool application of the week. Hidden them up. Sorry about that. Hidden them up. So here we go. Time Machine Editor is a software for Mac OS 10.5 Leopard and Mac OS X 10.6 Snow Leopard that lets you change the default 1-hour backup interval of Time Machine. You can use the interval or create a more sophisticated scheduling. See screenshot below, and there's a screenshot right here, camera. This is useful if you don't need to back up every hour and don't want the performance penalty. If you have the lowest base laptop, like Brock does, the black MacBook, then performance can be an issue, especially if you're backing up every hour, which is completely and totally unnecessary. So this is useful if you don't need to back up every hour and don't want to suffer the performance. It is also especially useful if you manipulates a lot of data within 1 hour, as you would spend the entire day backing up. It's called Time Machine Editor, folks, and you can actually get it. Just let's see, timesoftware.free. Yeah, just Google it, Time Machine Editor. It's going to be one fantastic. It's going to be a great. It is a great application. Download it, guys. Check it out. How much time do I have left on my show? 2 minutes, I've been told. 2 minutes. Last thing I want to talk about here, I want to stand up. Can someone, there you go. Oh. I want to stand up. Okay, guys, I want to talk about something real quick. I don't want to do that. I like these too much. I'm going to start... I did this a little bit last year with a show called Webcast for Dummies, I think. And I only got to like 3 episodes because by the time I started it, it was the end of the season. Basically, since webcasting is such a ridiculously cool thing, I want you guys to learn how to do it and eventually join the show's interactive if your content is good enough. And that'd be total a blast of time. In fact, I want to walk. I want to walk. Can I walk? Sure. Hey there, I'm Nick Olson. So I'm going to start doing a sort of a... come over here. I'm going to start doing sort of like a presentation on how to webcast equipment starting off and things like that you need. This is getting so gay, guys. Cool equipment that you can actually use yourself and different things. Because we want to spread the webcast love. I'm going to start that this Friday. So cool show coming up this Friday. Yeah. We're going to have one heck of a time, guys. Starting at 5:30, it's going to be B-Rock. Then moving on 6:30, it's rear reviews. At 7, it's the timeout. 7:30, it's my show, W3B. And then at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, the now 2 hour long special, The Feed Live. Entertainment Network presents The Feed Live. I can't talk today, guys. It's going to be a great show. I'm really excited for it. We're going to have Bupkis and all of our favorites back on here. Hey, make sure you guys tweet us out as we come over here back to the video screen. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/thefeedlive. I don't know how Brett did that, but it is the coolest thing in the world, all right? we don't have to do the little afterwards where you have to have all the numbers and crap like that. It's just